Alright, today we got a spicy one. We are playing some Yorion Stormwing Entity. Let's get the preview panel up so people can read. Stormwing Entity is M21 card, 5 mana, 3/3, prowess flying, and if you played an instant or sorcery, it costs 2 mana total to cast. So this works pretty well with Up the Beanstalk, probably one of the most powerful unexplored cards in Pioneer. Kind of overshadowed by some of the other powerful things like Treasure Cruise. But since Yorion is still legal, they combine extremely well. So we've got Yorion going on in a deck where you wouldn't typically expect to see Yorion with a bunch of prowess spells, but it does work with Storm Chaser's talent. We can even blink our Storming Entity for extra scries. Obviously, Up the Beanstalk, you get 2 triggers from the draw. So not the best Yorion deck, but Yorion does enable Stubborn Denial. We got some Tassigurs that works with Beanstalk and Stubborn Denial. Storming Entity works with Stubborn Denial because of the prowess. Our Crash's Bargain triggers up the Beanstalk, sets up your graveyard for Tassigur, sets up the pickups for Storm Chaser's talent, and then we've got a bunch of cantrips, and then the powerful black spells, Thoughtseize, Fatal Push. Abrupt Decay, good against all sorts of things in the format at the moment. Cash Grab as a sort of graveyard enabler, and then Eddie Merc Crab as another sort of Tassigur, Stubborn Denial type Tolarian Terror threat. Trying and Awaken the Honored Dead does a lot of the things we want, and it's blinkable with Yorion. Manic Change the equation's pretty good. The red decks are really strong, and the Lynx is very good against any sort of 3-color deck. It's also just good against 2-color decks. It's just good. It's good against not monocolored decks. Sideboard is some Duresses, Graveyard Hate, Terror Sunders, extra removal. Feed the Clan is kind of a spicy one. Maybe shouldn't be there, but wanted to give it a try against mice. You can just gain 10 life. Maybe pick it back up, do it again. You know, probably not worth playing, but we're experimenting. Extra changes, Go Blank, Narset, Mystical Dispute, Culling Ritual, Oil Deep, Gearhulk's another life gain threat, and then a Deadly Cover-Up for decks like Angels. This triggers are Up the Beanstalk, and it can help clear the board. So that is it for the deck. Mana base is just a bunch of Verges and some other things. Nothing too fancy, but I'll see you all in the games. Enjoy. All right, red, black. I think we're Thoughtseizing. Yeah, let's Thoughtseize. We can stub a 3-drop. Why am I not getting Thoughtseized on my turn 1? That is very strange. Being said, I kind of want to take the Shieldred. I could take the Fear, but I'm just going to take the stupid Shieldred. My hand's kind of Thoughtseize proof because I have a bunch of cantrips. This is 2, 3. Oh, I didn't. Okay. I guess that's fine. Okay. So at the top deck the Fable, we can stub it. Otherwise, we'll just get beat up a little bit. That's fine. Probably will get Thoughtseized. I don't really know what they were doing with that Thoughtseize. Sure. So, I assume they're taking Tassigur. I don't have green mana, and I have Stubborn Denial, so they're probably going to take Tassigur and then just hope that my Stubborn Denial never becomes live. Actually, I think maybe the reason they sandbagged the Thoughtseize is because to consider what I have Yorion, and they wanted to be able to potentially Thoughtseize that, but it's weird. Well, we need green mana. But if we find green mana, our hand will be pretty good. Could have taken the green mana. I kind of misclicked on the sleight of hand, but our opponent's flooding out, so... Nice. A perfect draw. It's really funny I can't even activate my Tasker because I just can't draw a land. Okay, cool. Let's... I just cast up the Beanstalk. I'm not really in a hurry. Okay, that's a good draw. Sure. Yep. Automutavolts. Not gonna be greedy. Oops. I hate these verges. Tap different than all the other lands. Alright, well, we're beating an opponent that flooded heavily, so that's cool. Screw beats flood, eh? Alright. So, what do I want against Rakdos? Change the equation's kind of iffy. Not sure if it's worth having. Duress also iffy. The problem is, like, if they just have discard spells, it makes all my stuff way worse. I could have Oil Deep Gear Hulk. Maybe that's good enough. I don't know if I need it. Sideboard's kind of just random cards. We could not sideboard. I could just put in the Terrace Under over, like, Cash Grab or whatever. And then hope to do the Yorion thing, where we go bigger than them. I have Stubborn Denial for their 3s. I mean, I already have one change the equation. Not sure what the hell I want to take out, though. Could be Thoughtseize. I don't know. It doesn't seem like we need to sideboard that much for this matchup. But their average card quality is going to be higher. And our deck's 3 colors. Our deck's kind of clunky. It could definitely just curve out and murder us. That being said, we got all of our colors, which is nice. So I'm getting Thoughtseize kind of sucks, but whatever. It's just all the hands, all the hands ever. Guess I'll opt. I get the scry. They just take the opt and then I resolve cling. Yeah, sure. I mean, we need some help anyway. Like, our hand is very bad now. We drew a second stub that double discard. So I'm kind of just gonna assume that the top of my deck is helpful. It's very funny that Moto just swaps them. All right, a Tassiger. Well, that's actually a good draw. Goodish. Goodish draw. Do I want to leave up double stub? I guess so. Probably Fable or Annex. Yeah, my mana's awkward, but I think it's fine. If they don't want to play in a double stub, I can just task her with one stub, but then they have removal plus thingy. Sure. So this makes me think they don't have fourth land. Invoke, sure. I don't think I want to go shields down. I guess nah. See what happens. Fable. Shieldred's actually kind of terrifying. Can I just beat a Fable? I think I can. Go for the throw dive stub. I think it's Shieldred. I don't want to randomly die to that. I have to draw a land for the Fable to be good. And then if they brick, we just have Tasker, stub. Tap land. So I can let them Fable me, or I think I'm just gonna let them invoke me, basically. Because, like, I don't even know if they're gonna hit the land. I have these double of the beanstalks. I'm gonna Yorion. Not that worried. Okay, so they actually don't have quad black, which is really funny. Nice deck, lol. I guess that's good enough. Maybe I didn't want to top this, because like I'm getting a pretty good beat down if they draw a black source. Taking 6 here to 8. I don't know if cash grab's doing everything I want. I was hoping they would brick, but I guess I might just be dead, aren't I? Or aren't I maybe dead? So Mutavault, and then the Fear trigger. We get to draw cards, right? But okay, well now we're certainly not dead. We had to brick. I don't know, we probably weren't dead either way, but should I shock? Is it better against Invoke Despair if I do? I have Cling to gain life. Thoughtseize I don't really want. Okay. I want to be able to make my thing a 2/2, so I'll just let them loot. Not really hurt either way. I have the counter spell, so I guess Shieldred is the only thing I'm really worried about at this point. So I need to keep that in mind as I go forward. So block the one that's attacking twice. And then I just end up taking 2. Okay, Tasker off the top. I guess I will lead with that. What do I need? I need answer to... I need Fatal Push in my yard. These Verges are tilting me. They're being really weird. Okay, well, I can kill them pretty quickly now. I don't really need that. I guess I want that. Okay, so they go to 14, and I have minimum 10 in the air, so 2 spells lethal. Alright, nice. GG's. Alright, here for another match up against humans. I definitely don't want... Stubborn. I don't think Stubborn does anything against them. Alright. So I can Abrupt Decay into Opt Storming Entity. Not the most exciting start, but it's probably good enough. What the hell 3-drop am I worried about? I think I'm taking 2 again. I mean, I just break this with my 3/3. I guess I could Thalia me, but... Yeah, that's really good here. Wow. How annoying. How annoying is this? Holy fuck. Distraction Specialist is so powerful. Like, you have to be playing against a deck that casts removal, but if you are, it is just incredible. It's like a 3-mana Bloodbraid Elf. It's so good. Okay. If they have removal for this, we might just die. Maybe I wasn't supposed to top the bargain, but like I am getting 2 scries. I have 4 mana. If this lives, we'll be okay. We could just go again, I guess. I don't think I want the opt. I guess I want this. Should I just gain life? And then I don't really know what instants and sorceries they're going to have. I don't want to take the 2. I guess I could leave up for stub, though. Both of these are good. I'm only going to draw 1, though. I think I'm not leaving up for stub. Yep. Double Lieutenant? No, it's double Luminarch. Okay. So I don't think I can win anymore. I think that they had too good of a curve. My deck is clunky. I kept the bargain. I threw away a card for 3 life. It's difficult to know exactly what they're going to have, but like I guess I could bet on them having stats. Could bark again for land. Is that even good? What else am I doing? Okay, so we're gonna take 4 to 6. Probably need to draw like a Tassiger or something. Even then, it doesn't do anything. This card is so powerful. Sometimes I see people not include it in their white decks, and like, it's so good. Yep. I think like with the cards we had, I'm happy with how we played. This specialist really just fucked us up. Like, they drew another one. That's so lucky. Yeah, I mean, that card is just gonna farm us. Yeah, they just had 4 lands and they just used all their mana. Okay. Storming Entity not very good against mono white. To the surprise of no one. How good is change the equation? I don't think it's very good. Might be a card that's worth having. feed the clan. It just seems like they're outsizing me. I need to blow up their board. Could have Narset over Entity. Try this. Probably have 2 extraction, but they probably have 2. I played the wrong card. They probably have 2 extraction specialists in their deck, so hopefully they just don't. Okay. I don't know why. Every time I play Sleight of Hand, I just think it's an opt. But hopefully they just don't draw a bunch of those, and we will be okay. Talon's kind of nice. It does give me a blocker, potentially. Yep. It's a problem, but we can just draw a removal spell, and then it won't be that big of an issue. Well, the Colon Ritual, it would be disgusting if we could find that. It's going to be 4. So you can't block. I can jump, though. I think that's worth. We can maybe gang block it next turn. I think that's worth playing towards. I'm at 14. Still no removal spell, kind of sucks. So, do I need to crab now? Do I want to crab now? This will be black, 11. Pass, I think. Well, again, they kind of just have the stone nuts, so I guess I'll die. Unfortunately. We just needed a removal spell earlier. Maybe I can do something with the crab, but they are going wide on me, so it's just like, I don't know, they just have the perfect, it just kind of is what it is. These aren't attacking. So I'm going to Fatal Push the Thalia's Lieutenant or Luminarch. Could just kill the Dauntless Bodyguard. I guess that's best, maybe. So you're gonna sack, make your guy indestructible. I'm gonna go chump, eat, eat. This is the board. I have 2 taps, a redraw, and then a cantrip here. So maybe I can stabilize. But their hand has 3 spells as well, so it's gonna be kind of hard. Okay, that's a pretty big deal. Wouldn't be surprised if they had another Thalia's Lieutenant. I don't even know what I want to go for the throat. Igandra's the draw and they play it. It's possible they just had this. Why would you play it though? It means you're double spelling, which is really bad for me. How annoying. Okay. So am I supposed to just cling and then crab? You can cling gopher. I'm gaining life this way. Probably supposed to crab. Then I'm not dealing with the stupid Adeline. Did I tap wrong? No. Moto prompt is just becoming bigger than life itself for some reason. Okay. The hell can I even go after? I'll get the 1/1. I'm gonna grow the lieutenant. I think I'm supposed to let them attack. You're gonna have a 1/1 though, so this will be 7/7. It's 3. If I go for... I'm really banking on a sweeper. But I guess that's fine. Yorion as well. Maybe it's better to go for the throat, set up Yorion, but I don't know. Entity. 2, 2, 3. Yorion is such a messed up card. It's just so strong. Winning this game would be pretty impressive, though, considering how strong their hand was. I'm not sure, like, how I was supposed to approach the cling play, but like winning versus this board without any sweeper is kind of insane. Like, considering how much stats, like these Luminarch Aspirants and the Thali Lieutenant's been like 11 stats. These have been worth like, I don't even know, like 12 stats. So their cards have made like 40 stats. Obviously, we're removing the stats by playing spot removal, but still. Okay, so you get a 10-10. What if I just block it? I lose here and here. Blinking these isn't particularly valuable. What are they going to have for 1 mana? It has to be Brave the Elements, so this is... Yeah, okay. I mean, them having another Adeline is still scary, like... We will see. So, Fatal Push, Stormwing. Or I can just play Yorion. I guess I'm clearing the Adeline. And the Yorion, I can still just draw a land off the Yorion as well. Wandering Emperor. What the fuck? Remove a 1/1 counter from a creature. Tap target artifact creature. So they can tap one thing. I think that's fine. Do I want to save my Fatal Push? So I can trade for Adeline? So they can tap my stuff, but we just need to get another... I mean, we have all these Storm Chasers, so... I'm actually going to bottom all of these. I think I just want to, like, counterspell, removal spell, stuff like that. But yeah, these Storm Chaser talents are going to start getting back fatal pushes. I think we've stabilized the board well enough. Like, they can play their thing, remove, or whatever. I don't even know what it does. I've read it a million times, but it just taps a guy, right? Yeah, they can tap one thing. I don't think that really matters. Not sure I need the Yorion. I'll just let the trade happen. I don't even know if this deck's good from them, but whatever. It's not. It's going to be hard for them to win anyway. Kind of buried. Kytheon, okay. Are they gonna die this turn? I don't think so. I didn't actually do the math. So it's 9, 14, 4, 18. Can I die? It's 7 and 2. I think they're blocking anyway. Doubt they have an out though. I guess. I mean, I have this other Storm Chaser talent. I was gonna say, like, if I just top the Beanstalk, this is lethal, but they're also just gonna die to the prowess thing, so it doesn't really matter. I don't know what could possibly happen for me to lose this game. I think this being here locks it up. Also, I think it's pretty unlikely they can even kill me, so. But we are going to play what? I think this is game 2, right? So I think we're going to be on the draw for game 3, which is much scarier. But hopefully we just draw some fatal pushes or sweeper. Sweeper would be nice. Okay, is my opponent just playing 4 of these like a savage? Like, maybe. Okay, you get to attack me for 7. Excuse me, 8. But we'll just use our Storm Chaser talent, play a spell, kill them. Also cling to dust, so yeah, they're just mega super dead. Alright, that was quite the game. They have a Wandering Emperor in their deck. What the hell is that? Yeah, I mean, I think this matchup's pretty bad. I think we need some help. We've got plenty of spot removal. We got 2 sweepers. But you know, if they ever draw like a Thalia, there's just a lot of things that can go very very wrong for me. We keep drawing a lot of our Stormwing entities. It's not a very good card defensively. It ends up being basically like a... I mean, it's a 2-mana 3/3, which is fine, but you have to pair it with a spell, so it's kind of 3 mana unless I'm casting a Fatal Push. And then I have these Thought Seizes that aren't even really that good, so... I could have the Feed the Clan, but I think I need to win over the board. Their board just gets so big, it doesn't matter if I gain 10 life if they're just adding, you know, 5 1/1 counters to their board a turn. I have to actually deal with what's in play, so... I could, like I said, I could have more change the equations, but what is the takeout? I guess I could take out, like, Cash Grab. But, like, if I'm, I don't know, if they play Thalia and I have changed the equation in my hand on the draw, it's not a good thing. If they just ever draw Thalia, we're going to die. It's possible they don't have Thalia in their deck, but I doubt it. Alright, I'm going to keep this hand. We can Fatal Push a Thalia on our second turn. This is kind of the same problem that I said, though. We need green mana. 1 drop. So we're definitely Fatal Pushing a Luminarch. We'll be taking 1, though. Question is, if they Thalia me, what am I doing? I probably have to just Fatal Push it for 2. Okay, stop on your main phase. Resolve. Fatal Push. So I need a green source to not just get farmed by an Adeline. Time to get farmed by an Adeline. Alright, well that's not the Thalia I was talking about. I actually would have been able to counter the Thalia I was talking about, but at least it's not an Adeline, I guess. Beautiful. Alright, we're getting a beat down. If they play a 2-drop here and we don't find a sweeper, it might be over. It should be over either way. Pretty far behind in life. Thalia making my land come into play tapped kind of sucked, but we did find a green source. I don't know, I'm at 11. Okay, go for the throat's good. Is it good enough though? I go 5. I have to win the game with at 5 life with these being my starting 3 cards. It's very dubious. Very not good. Yep. And you have Thalia's Lieutenant. Am I dead on board? This is 8. I go to 1. I have to win the game at 1. I have to counter this, right? This is 7. Just play for the culling ritual. Dogs are barking, sorry. I think we're dead, though. very funny. Right, GG's. Good games, good games. Alright. Hopefully this match is a little bit faster than that last one. Keep. Nothing. It's interesting. What 2-drop do I want to change the equation? I don't know what the hell their hand is. Swamp go, no fatal push. I think I'm just gonna counter anything. Like, this card sucks, but I'm gonna get it out of my hand. It's awkward to cling with Tassiger, but we could just shock and play it as a 4-drop. I think that's fine. Fine meaning acceptable, not... It's pretty bad. 4 mana 4/5 is not the greatest. That exiles my cling and my, my Storm Chaser Talon targets. Corrupt Decay. Well, instead I would rather do that, I think. The Tasker is going to cost 2, and then we're going to add Yorion. They're at 9. So they don't know what my hand is, but they are under real pressure. I can also talent for Opt if I want to do the beatdowns. They're gonna block with Mutavault. How bad is that for them? Oh, I can't do math. Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh no. I don't know why I thought. Oh no. I just time walked myself. Oh well. I probably don't. I have swamps in my deck, right? Oh, I time walked myself. Maybe this is the right play anyway. I need to be upset about it. Yeah, fatal push one. Okay. So they're gonna be able to Mutavault fatal push. Another Unholy Annex is pretty terrifying. I just have to hope they don't have another one. Obviously they do. How could they ever not? Deck's pretty awful if you don't draw a bunch of those, so smart of them to do that. Opt. Well, we're gonna go to 11. Cling Decay. I think we should opt. Always lucky, literally every time ever. I need all these removal spells, but alright. So even if they have another Annex, we got spot removal on deck. Maybe I wasn't supposed to top go for the throat because I have the push, but regardless of what they do, I can just Yorion. Sure, that is okay with me. Okay, so do we have a sweeper? I guess they get to go to 5. Nice. Alright, Mono Black, Mutavault, Archmage's Charm. Gifted Aetherborn. I don't know why people put so many... I always see people put Gifted Aetherborn in their deck and they just have 0 Cecils, and it makes me very tilted. It's like... I assume that it's just people that have never resolved the Cecil, so they don't know what it's like, but like, come on. I kind of don't even hate Duress against them because of how important Annex is, but we're just going to die to a beatdown draw. I think I'm going to try Narset. I don't know if I want Gear Hulk. I don't think I want Choline Ritual. I don't think I want Go Blank. Change the equation's pretty bad, right? Tear's good enough. This I think is good enough. I can't even kill their 2-mana artifact, the demon. And there's like Ghost Vacuum and Deadly Cover Up as other options. Duress. I don't think I need Cash Grab as an enabler. Could take out like Thoughtseize, Cling to Dust, Sleight of Hand. But goal is to do the same thing we want to do against every black deck, which is do Beanstalk and Yorion things and not be dead. So not be dead involves casting removal spells and destroying Unholy Annex. Damn. This hand is pretty sus. This hand is pretty sus. Maybe we shouldn't have 4 Stormwing entities in our deck. I don't know. It's a really bad card if you think you're the control deck. It's a very nice card if you think you're the aggro deck. But that hasn't done anything. Would love the Cash Grab that I boarded out. I probably need to top a land. Yeah, all of these 5-drops is not what we want. Yeah, it's just bad news. We are experiencing bad news live. We did not draw the Otter card, so makes things a bit harder. I think I'm supposed to Narset. Abrupt Decay. Okay. Narset should be decent against their deck. All things considered, it seems like we kind of worked back into a manageable spot. They might Thoughtseize my Abrupt Decay, and then that will undo everything I said, but still bargain. Shieldred. Well, that's bad. Okay. So 3 and 4 is 2. I think I'm getting rid of the entity. Maybe it's the crab. I think it's the entity. Yeah, Shieldred's a hell of a drug. That one's gonna be hard to beat. Fatal Push. This is interesting. How the hell am I gonna get Revolt? I don't know if they're gonna kill the Narset or not. They don't know I have the Fatal Push. I guess I can just play land and say go. I have to hope they kill the Narset. I'm probably losing if they don't, but how else am I getting Revolt? It's a tough spot. Yeah, I mean, the shield are just gonna kill my... of the beanstalking. Do I want to kill Liliana, or do I want to let them plus it? I'm gonna have to kill it next turn anyway. I don't think I want to let them plus it. So we're at 3. Trespasser is really annoying. Yeah, Trespasser is really annoying. Okay. Maybe it's not the end of the world, though. Because we have to Tassiger now. One, two, three. Could opt first. Maybe opting first is better. Maybe I'm supposed to consider, because if I consider a non-instant or sorcery or whatever, it's good. Invoke Despair is your last card. What an absolute joke. Okay. I'm taking 4. That's so rough. Talent 1, 6, 3. Can technically get back to K, but like, oh man. I guess I kind of want this just to block. I want to do these two next turn, and I need to find a land. I guess I'm going to top it and hope to find a land. Could be an untapped land though. Now it has to be blue. Whatever. I mean, okay. Alright, don't have more Invoke Despairs, I guess. Ugh. Yeah. So we're going to be at 1, 2, 3. This is 4, 4. I think it's just the beans. It's kind of a close call. I mean, there's so many things they could have that are going to make my life really hard. So I gained 1 life this way, and now they can not attack with Mutable, but I really don't care, I don't think. Oh, the double spell? Or no? This is... I don't know why they did that. I guess sure. Right, additional Trespasser is pretty annoying. But I think we can beat it. We are doing the card advantage thing. We have to stabilize and then Yorion. They can't castle me. We're chumping this Mutable. And we're gonna hope that Yorion plus Crab can cross the finish line. We don't need the Yorion. Stubborn Denial, that's huge. Okay. So I need to kill them before they kill me with like Shieldred, but I have Storm Chaser's talent for spot removal. I'll go for the throat. I think we're probably good to go. I mean, there's definitely some scary things that could happen, but yeah, Stub was an awesome draw. So even if they have spot removal, we just flash in Crab, so they have to have double spot removal. And then now we get to Crab, and then buy back Stubborn Denial. Alright, let's Cling to Dust for life gain too. Alright, I'm just getting back, what with this? A creature? Creature or land? One Mutavault. Two. So what happens if they play Shieldred? I could Cling now. Cling now is extra damage. I don't really think I need cards. That's 7. So I can't go for the throat with that. Sure. So this is 5. They play their last card. I get to play 3 spells and kill them in the air. Yep. They're dead anyway. I think I need a land, right? Or no, I have Cling, so yeah, they're just dead to Cling. 4 and 2. Alright, GG's. What a crazy match. Holy moly. This was pretty awesome. Wow. Alright, GG. That was insane. Nice. Love to see it. GG's. Alright, we played the same person again. I'm not just going to show. They were just playing mono black. We kind of just beat them up. Just cast a bunch of otters and removal spells, and we got it done. So 2-0 against the mono black deck. I just wanted to check in to say that for people that care about like tracking the league. But yeah, you didn't miss out on much, don't worry. But we did win. Alright, so what, we're 3-1. See if we can get a nice 4-1 out of this. I think I'm keeping this hand. I have a redraw and a fatal push. Obviously it does not have blue mana, but you sort of get to play the game. Don't Thoughtseize me, no. Oh shit. Wait, that's scary too. Don't do anything good. Shit. I didn't think about this. This might cost me, but I don't know. Harvester is the thing I want to fatal push. Yeah, that one I don't really care about. Okay, so there's my blue mana. I think we always do the beans. Okay, go for the throat for a Mayhem Devil. Yep. It's a really strong start by the opponent on the play, like just Cat Oven Mayhem Devil. It'll be interesting to see if we can win. I think I have to kill this Mayhem Devil though, right? And I'm not getting... I can revolt, so just have to suck it up. Kind of an interesting question of, do I cast Consider or do I play Storm Chaser's talent? And I don't really know the answer. I'm gonna play the talent, but I don't actually know which is better. Another Mayhem Devil. Kind of stinks. I could block. It's funny. Just eats this one food. Yeah, I mean, I guess blocking would have been good against that. Good in quotes. It would have been good, but it would have been a thing we could do. Alright, well, I really want to find a land. I guess we will just go on and look at, what is this, 5 total? We get a draw, and then I'll look at 4. This is actually interesting. Like, things have been going relatively well. I don't know how good it is. It might just be decent against black decks. I mean, Sack is obviously different, but I wonder if like the Storm Chaser stuff even really matters. If that's that important or not. I mean, I don't think I need to do anything. Okay, so upkeep, so they did not cat oven. So I can fatal push, or they can just trade here. I mean, it's possible I just attack, I guess. Like, if they want to just trade these, I don't care. If I get to block and then consider, I'm also happy, so. I guess if they do nothing, I'll still just cast consider. So if Cling to Dust to gain life, we're going to have 1,000,000 cards. Not under too much pressure. If they have the Yigra combo or whatever it's called, we probably will die to that at some point. I'm not sure how often Jund plays it, but it certainly wouldn't surprise me. Not really sure how I can interact with it. I guess maybe like some combination of go for the throat, cling to dust type thing. They probably are just red-black with Yigra. There's one all blue mana. Huh. Well, I could just blow up this oven. They get to beat me up a little bit, but I don't really mind. Could just die here, like if they just blood discard Cauldron Familiar, play Yigra. So be it. Got a lot of permanents in play. My life total is relatively high. We just need to find some things that are going to trigger this up. The Beanstalk. We got a removal spell for the 3/2. Got a Yorion on standby. Please don't discard Cauldron Familiar. Alright. Also, Mayhem Devil's a lot less scary without the oven in play. Sure. Unfortunate. Well, they immediately top decked an oven, so I do have that steady drain coming across. Alright, that's a fine draw. Yeah, that is really annoying. think I'm supposed to just cast the entity. Yeah, like this damage tax makes my shocklands a lot worse, which means my mana is a little bit harder for me to accomplish what I really want. Would like to find Cling to Dust though. Stubborn Denial's nice enough. Going to 7. I think we'll just play Storm Chaser's Talent and leave up Stub. Do some blocking. I hit a Crab and a Tassiger, which is nice for the Awaken. Untap land. It's a swamp. Is that good enough? I think I want these. Alright, still no Cling. I just have to find it. We get to draw a lot of cards. Fortunately, opponents being a little slow, which is not where you want to be with the Jund deck. But I'm not trying to time them out. I'm on the DB account. I don't really care. So if they're doing combo stuff, I'm not gonna make it do it. I think this is worth countering. Because a lot of their good draws are creatures anyway, so. I get to save my Otter as well. Fountain Port sacking. Yeah, this extra food is annoying too because it makes it so I can't cling the cat. Can start trying to kill them though. We always get Tassiger here. Not sure Crab is particularly important. Nice, the perfect draws. Okay, let's cast Consider. It's 1 mana draw 2. Not sure if that was right or not, but I did it. Okay. We might be dead depending on what they draw, but if they don't draw anything crazy, we'll probably be fine. Alright, we finally found Cling to Dust. I don't really need land, so we'll take up the Beanstalk. Cling might end up mattering. This is 10 damage. Since they have the food whenever they sack, they get to Cauldron Familiar 2 times. Because they're going to go what? They're going to go sack, trigger, food, and then when I Cling, they sack this food. You're at 13. But the life gain is relevant, depending on what cards they have left. The games with this deck are pretty insane. Or have been, at least. Okay, so the next question is, what is the card I'm supposed to cast? I don't think Yorion matters. I don't know how many cards I need. I'm going to start with Bargain, I guess. Eats a lot of my mana, but it lets me look at 1 billion cards, so... Still have the Cling. We just want to blow up this oven, I think. So I can leave up Cling again and just play Talent. They're going to take 6. I guess it'll be 8. Fountain Port. I think I want to leave up Cling. I think we're in a comfortable position. Could also just like play my cantrips later. Stub is nice for Scavenger Talent or whatever it's called. And I think I'm supposed to just shove across. Like, they're not... It's relatively unlikely they're going to burn me out since I have the Cling. I mean, maybe I wanted Cling and Stubborn Denial. Maybe that's safer. Like, I've hit all my land drops. I have a lot of mana. It's not the end of the world if I'm giving up some of it. We are just killing them, right? We're not doing completely nothing. So I could technically get +3, so it'll be 6 and 8. So not lethal this turn anyway. Opponent is being painfully slow, unfortunately. Okay, we've moved through some phases. Very good news, everyone. Very good news. I repeat, we have moved through some of the phases. Alright. Oh, they got all these foods, so I'm probably not going to be able to kill them next turn, but I think we're fine, right? We leave up Cling. Probably don't get burned out. And then I can stub, opt, cash grab. I have Takanuma for the crab. Oh, I exiled the crab. Well, shit. Well, I messed that up maybe, but I don't know. I was just clicking stuff. It's hard to figure out what your graveyard should look like, especially with Tasker. But I don't think we're really activating Tasker, so. I guess they could also just like have Igra and draw Cauldron Familiar. Oh, did they mess up? I think they messed up, but I didn't punish them. I could have eaten this with Cling. I just assumed they would sack the treasure token. Fatal Push my Otter. I stub. They have block. Sack is 10. I don't know. So now they have no food token. Second Cauldron Familiar. So the most they can gain currently is 1. 2 locks on the ground. Third Cauldron Familiar. Okay. That's a lot of Cauldron Familiars. So 10. So I need to play 4 spells. I could theoretically play 4 spells on my turn, right? Removal spell doesn't do anything. Excuse me, I need to play 7 spells. Right? Or I need to play 6 spells, right? Why am I so dumb? I don't know. My brain's not doing so hot right now. Okay. Do I want to Cling right now? So this is 10, so I need to play... I need to draw 3 spells off these. I could just Cling... I should probably... I could Cling to draw, actually. Get Takanuma for what? A Tassiger? So I need the Prowess. So Beans, Cash Grab, Opt. So this is 4, 7. And then I need +3. So this has to find a spell. So the Cling could find a spell. The Cash Grab would need to find another thing. I guess I'm just gonna do all this stuff. I don't know. We can stop depending how things go or what we find. I guess I should have cash grabbed first. Okay. I think I should cast that now. Wow, that's a lot of lands. Okay. So this is 3 for 5 mana. I need a lot of 1 mana cards. The Cling. So stub. Just... I don't think I can kill them. What are the odds they can kill me though? So I have 4s, 2 spells, 5, 6, 7. So I can play. Do I have lethal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was 8. 8 is not enough. Stub. So I guess I'll take. Abrupt Decay. So Abrupt Decay does what? They just sack the tapped one. We still cast it, right? I could just cling it and they have to have aggro, which I don't have an answer to anyway. I guess I can't get a crap. I don't know if there's cards I can draw that would give me lethal. So 3 blocks. It's gonna be 2. I think it's 4. I think we're gonna win, but they have to draw exactly Igra for us to die. Otherwise, I think we're fine because they're gonna block Thoughtseize. Can I afford to Thoughtseize? This is 10. I mean, they're always double blocking, right? I can't beat Igra. It's impossible, I think. Even with the cling. Did not die, though. So my Thoughtseize, I go to 3. Yeah, this is crazy. They're just going to time out, though. I don't know. It's game 1, right? Okay, do I need to cling? I mean, they have 3 Cauldron Familiars, so it doesn't matter. I guess if I Entity... I mean, it secures my lethal, but I think I'm going to have lethal either way. I wish they weren't so slow. It would be a lot less distracting if they weren't so unbelievably slow. I don't really know. Whatever. I should just sit here and suck it up. You're at 4. So do I play the bird? Do I play the bird? Do I play Thoughtseize? They give me a 4. How do I die? Mayhem Devil. Sack is 1 is 4. It's 2. It's Fountain Port. Do I need to cling? They cling now. It has to be Igra. I don't think anything matters. We'll just cling the stupid otter and have Stubborn Denial up. Looks like I Thoughtseize them. I don't know. If they had Igra, that maybe would have cast it. I don't know. So we have to hope they don't top deck it. The mana here is 2 is 4, so they have to have untap land plus sack draw if they miss. Mayhem Devil. I can't imagine they're in the tank about this stuff, right? They're just AFK. Makes such bad YouTube content, but whatever. Okay, I think they were just dead. Cash Grab would have actually, I guess, would have just got me a land. Whatever. All right. I don't know. Unfortunate. Okay. Feed the Clan. Deadly Cover-Up's kind of interesting. Go Blank even is interesting. Doesn't really work that often, but maybe in conjunction with some of my other disruption. Change the Equation, counters Igra and Fable and Mayhem Devil. So we're going to do these. I think I do the Culling Ritual. I don't know about the Gear Hulk. I actually kind of like it. I don't think I want Feed the Clan. Duress I think is actually good, but I could be wrong. Maybe it's just important on the... like a little more important on the play. But it hits Fable, Oven, Scavenger Talent, Deadly Dispute. Do I want Ghost Vacuum, actually? Could just try all this random Graveyard Hate nonsense and see how that goes. With Abrupt Decay and some ways to blow up Oven, I think these might end up being okay, but maybe that's just not how it works in practice. The Cat Oven stuff is always... it's so hard to get them if they don't play terribly. I guess this always gets Cat, right? Because they can't have it in play. It will always be in the graveyard. So we'll try Deadly Cover-Up as well. Do I want Go Blank? I don't think so. Alright, Cash Grab. Probably shouldn't even be in my deck in the first place. Awaken I think is fine. I think I can trim an Entity. Crab's not that important. It definitely could be good. Nah, this Gear Hulk sucks, right? It just doesn't actually gain me life. I don't think in practice. Take out a Thoughtseize, which is maybe weird. Considered I mentioned wanting Duress. I guess Go for the Throat. Go for the Throat kills Mayhem Devil, though. Okay, my hand's a bit awkward. I think I'm going to keep it, though. I don't have black mana yet, but I've got important cards, and their deck isn't typically that fast. Stubborn Denial might end up being bad, but there's a chance we get like a Deadly Dispute with it. Well, now it's really bad. Stubborn Denial, after, like, play draw is just so broken in this format, specifically because of Thoughtseize. Like, you get such a huge advantage by getting to Thoughtseize before your opponent gets to play a land. So they took Stubborn Denial, which I'm not even 100% sure what that means. We got a good draw step. I think drawing Opt there is decent. I guess that means I'm getting Fable the Mirror Breaker. Okay. I will shock. I'm down to 8 minutes and 50 seconds. Be an anticlimactic conclusion, but it looks like unless they pick up the pace, whatever. They could just be slow, and then third match play fast. That's the classic. That's just like the worst. It's just like, why am I even here? If you told me you were just going to be slow in the first two matches, I could have just left. Clearly you're capable of playing fast, right? Whatever. Yeah, I don't know how much to say. Okay, we cycle. Great. So, unfortunately, I really don't want to get Egrid, but I guess it's 2 mana inefficient. I played the wrong land, but I am going to bargain. If they have Egrid, we just die. I was going to say I should just Fatal Push to not get Egrid, but like, they can still just have lands, right? Fable's so broken, dude. It's just so annoying playing against it. Like, what are you supposed to do against this stupid-ass card? There's just nothing in the format that actually... Like, you don't counter it. I mean, obviously you get Thoughtseize. Like, in what universe do you get to counter this stupid thing? Yeah, they just have Egrid, and we're going to die to a 6/6. It's pretty tilting. Whatever. I could have fatal pushed after they shocked, I guess. Of Otawara. Draw Deadly Dispute. Okay. I'm wrong. What else is new? That's not true. We're right a lot of the time, aren't we? But should be more modest, I think. Yep. Green, black, blue. Alright, my hand's all lands. I got a fatal push for this dumb thing. But Scavenger Talent's a hell of a card. Entity Tassiger. Well, I think we're just doing beatdowns. Which, you know, I'm down. I'm down with. I would rather be beansing, I guess, but these cards have text without up the beanstalk, so. You have Deadly Dispute, and that's pretty foul. Wow. You have to mill 100 cards now. They're just gonna mill Cauldron Familiar and kill me. Yeah, I mean, what can I do, right? Fable the Mirror Breaker, everybody. Applaud for the Fable. What a card, what a card. Alright, they milled 1 Cauldron Familiar. Pretty annoying. Wouldn't be surprised if we just get combo killed next turn. In the Pioneer format. I don't even know what I want. Like, I have to get a Abrupt Decay, right? But it's maybe too late. I guess I'll top that. I think it's better to play the threat than to get the card from the bean. I don't know. It just doesn't really matter. This card's really, really broken in this deck. If this card didn't get printed, I don't think people would play Igra, but basically just reads mill your deck. If you mill Igra, you win. Which, you know, when you mill your deck, you normally mill the card you want. Yeah, I needed them to not hit a Cauldron Familiar right away. That's just worth so much in this spot. But maybe we'll be okay. Maybe they'll just brick off. I do have the Otawara to reset it, which is kind of useful. But like, even the Tasker, let me read this. So they can attack the Treasure. Mayhem Devil, great. Lovely, lovely archetype. We love Mayhem Devil in this house. Just fucking kidding. Not. Not at all. A big fat no. We don't actually love it. I actually hate the card. I think it's one of the worst designs I've ever seen in my life. I think it is one of the most offensive things in the universe that it triggers when your opponent is sacrificing things. I despise Mayhem Devil. I think it is a horrendous design. Alright, well their hand was kind of just the nuts. I don't think we can win anymore. They're also just gonna like... Whatever. Whatever. I'm gonna shut up and wait. I don't really want to win by timeout, but like, I don't know. They're gonna play like lightning speed this third game, so... Wish I had more Abrupt Decays in my deck for this matchup, though. But yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, maybe you just don't have to play 4 Stormwing entities. I'm not sure how to build this deck. It's just so complicated. I really don't like Stormwing Entity, though. They blowing up my whole board, actually. They probably are. I have this. I have 1 Cauldron Familiar. I mean, just keep milling yourself, right? Like, they're really close to comboing me now. This is not on... How do I even know? Okay, so it's not on the third one. Alright. I'll concede. If they can beat me in the 3 minutes, we'll let them have it. We won't stall. I'll give them the shot. I mean, we're on the Daybreak account. It's not like it matters. I am going to try to win, though, obviously. I'm not trying to win. But I'm not going to, like, play for time. Like, I could put in Feed the Clan and shit. I could have not conceded right there and force them to kill me. I'm not that worried about it. Alright. Go again. I think we just need to blow up their stuff. Which is one of the upsides of having green in your deck, is you get to do that. Like, I have Abrupt Decay, I have Terra Sunder, I have Awaken the Honor Dead, Culling Ritual, all this stuff. So, the mana is not ideal, but, like, this deck has felt fine. Like, it has its problems. All Pioneer decks have flaws. Even the busted one. Okay, not the bust. Mice has enough flaws. Mice is just fucking broken. I don't really know what's good against Mice. You basically just have to build a deck that's all removal spells, and then you can't beat anyone else. But, a lot of Pioneer decks have their flaws, so... I think that this is like a solid list, though. I'm not sure how to improve upon the mana base. I've been pretty happy with the Verges. They're a bit awkward at times, but we've got all these cantrips, and we have plenty of blue mana available to cast them to fix our mana, so... Alright, Yorion. I think this is a keep. Counter an Oven. Counter Thoughtseize. One of the things I mentioned was the difference between going first and second in a Thoughtseize format. It's just like... Going first in Magic is broken. I don't think people realize how just disgustingly overpowered going first is. It is insane. I'll put Mulligan to 5. I don't even know what they're looking for. Something fast, I guess. I think I want the stub for the Fable turn. Okay. I don't have lands, I'm just gonna add Yorion. I could have stub for like Deadly Dispute or whatever, but... I think this is better because I get threat. Okay, well, they were going to time out. I don't think we were ever losing that anyway. Like, unless they had Go for the Throat in their deck, I think I was going to get to Yorion and then untap with Stub. So, like, even if they have 2 mana, I don't know what they could have possibly done. Not an exciting game, but, like, you could say that they timed out, I think we were just going to win because they mulled to 5 and kept a 1-lander. But 4-1 with this deck is a solid finish. I can't remember. What did we lose to? I don't really remember. I kind of recorded this broken apart. Was it Humans, maybe? Yeah, we died to Humans. Okay, so we went 4-1. Beat Mono Black twice. Beat Jund Sack. And then I don't remember what this was. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. This was a sweet deck. I talked throughout the video of how to improve it. Just cut this cash grab. Everything else, I don't know. All these cards, every card seemed reasonable. I really liked the way I built it. It felt pretty smooth. The sideboard's bad, but what else is new? So, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.